It's the year 2000. I hadn't finished getting tired of my colorful 16-bit video games, when my mom gifted me with my first Sony PlayStation console. When I first played this game console, it really blew my mind away. From the side-scrolling 2D games on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, to the pixelated 3D environment of the Sony PlayStation, this 32-bit piece of machine was really a whole new experience for me. There are so many video games that I fucking loved here, that even now that I'm old I still don't get tired of playing them over and over again. And the very first on my list here is Metal Gear Solid. Welcome to Chan Can I Arts. Buckle up and grab your stealthiest snacks, as we dive back into the world of Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1. Metal Gear Solid is an action-adventure stealth video game, developed and published by Konami for the PlayStation in 1998. It was directed, produced, and written by Hideo Kojima. The first thing that impressed me here was the cinematic. It was my first cutscenes I ever watched, and I really enjoyed it. It's really different from the Super Famicom video games I'm used to. Back then, you would just read their fucking dialogues for so long until you fell asleep. Here, it's like you're actually watching a movie. It's like watching a Hollywood blockbuster spy mission unfold through a series of abstract art pieces. Honestly, you haven't lived until you've witnessed those dramatic, pixelated close-ups that made facial expressions look like they're on an adventure of their own. Remember when polygons were all the rage? Well, this game had more polygons than a kindergarten classroom. The graphics are so blocky, but hey, those graphics were revolutionary back then. Metal Gear Solid might not be graphically cutting edge now, but it's a classic example of how gameplay and storytelling can triumph over the limitations of pixels. And the voice acting. Oh shit, the voice acting. The voice acting in Metal Gear Solid is like that one friend who takes every situation way too seriously and turns it into an over-the-top drama. It's so gloriously overdone that it's become an integral part of the game's charm. Metal Gear Solid's voice acting isn't just epic, it's a time capsule of an era where gaming was finding its voice. A voice that sometimes cracked, but never failed to entertain. The protagonist is Solid Snake, a legendary infiltrator and saboteur. He's retired, chilling in Alaska, probably fishing or something. But oh no. The government pulls him back in for one last job. Classic move, right? So, Snakes was like, fine, I'll save the world again. So, Snake gets dragged out of his retirement igloo in Alaska by Colonel Roy Campbell. Solid Snake's former commanding officer supports Snake with information and tactics. He is joined by Naomi Hunter, who gives medical advice. Master Miller, a former drill instructor and survival coach. And Mei Ling, who invented the Soliton radar system used in the mission and is also in charge of mission data. The player can call her to save the game. The main antagonist of the game is Liquid Snake, leader of the terrorist organization Foxhound, and genetic counterpart to Solid Snake. An elite special forces unit, Foxhound contains experts specializing in different tasks. Members are Revolver Ocelot, a Western-style gunslinger, and expert interrogator, whose weapon of choice is the Colt single-action army. Sniper Wolf, a preternatural sniper. Vulcan Raven, a hulking Alaskan shaman armed with an M61 Vulcan torn from a downed F-16. Psycho Mantis, a psychic profiler and psychokinesis expert. Other characters include Meryl Silverberg, Colonel Campbell's niece, and Rookie Soldier, stationed in Shadow Moses who did not join the revolt. Dr. Hal Emmerich, the lead developer of Metal Gear X. And the Ninja, a mysterious cybernetically enhanced agent, who is neither an ally nor an enemy of Snake, but does oppose Foxhound. Alright, let's dive into the plot. In 2005, renegade genetically enhanced Special Forces Unit Foxhound seizes control of a remote island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago codenamed Shadow Moses, which houses a nuclear weapons disposal facility. Foxhound threatens to use the nuclear-capable mecha, Metal Gear X, being secretly tested at the facility, against the US government, if they do not receive the remains of Big Boss, and a ransom of $1 billion within 24 hours. Solid Snake is forced out of retirement by Colonel Roy Campbell to infiltrate the island and neutralize the threat. Snake enters the facility via an air vent, and locates the first hostage, DARPA Chief Donald Anderson. Anderson reveals that Metal Gear X can be deactivated with a secret detonation override code, but dies of a heart attack. Colonel Campbell's niece Meryl Silverberg, held hostage in a neighboring cell, helps Snake escape. Snake locates another hostage, Arms Tech President Kenneth Baker, but is confronted by Foxhound member, Revolver Ocelot. Their gunfight is interrupted by a mysterious cyborg ninja, who cuts off Ocelot's right hand. Baker briefs Snake on the Metal Gear project, and advises him to contact Meryl, whom he gave a PAL card that might prevent the launch. But he too dies of a sudden heart attack. Over codec, Meryl agrees to meet in the warhead disposal area, on the condition that Snake contacts Metal Gear's designer, Dr. Halotaken Emmerich. En route, Snake receives an anonymous codec call, calling themselves Deep Throat, warning him of a tank ambush. Snake fends off the attack from Vulcan Raven, and proceeds to the rendezvous, where he locates Otaken. The ninja reappears, and Snake realizes it is his former ally Gray Fox, believed dead. Devastated over learning Rex's true intentions, Otaken agrees to aid Snake remotely, using special camouflage, to procure information and supplies. Snake meets Meryl and receives the PAL card. As they head for the underground base, Meryl is possessed by Psychic Psycho Mantis and pulls her gun on Snake. He disarms her and defeats Mantis, who informs Snake that he has a large place in her heart. After they reach the underground passageway, Sniper Wolf ambushes them, wounds Meryl, and captures Snake. Liquid confirms Snake's suspicion that they are twin brothers. After being tortured by Ocelot, Snake is confused to discover Anderson's body in his cell, seemingly dead for days. He escapes with the help of Otaken, makes his way up the communications tower, and fends off a Hind D helicopter attack from Liquid. As he emerges onto a snowfield, he is confronted again by Sniper Wolf. He kills her, devastating Otaken, who was infatuated with her. Snake continues to Rex's hangar, and is ambushed again by Raven. After Snake defeats him, Raven tells Snake that the Anderson he conversed with was, in fact, Foxhound disguise artist, Decoy Octopus. Infiltrating Metal Gear's hangar, Snake overhears Liquid and Ocelot preparing the Rex launch sequence, and uses the PAL card, but this unexpectedly activates Rex. Liquid reveals that he has been impersonating Snake's advisor Master Miller, and that Foxhound has used Snake to facilitate Rex's launch. He and Snake are the product of the L'Enfant Terrible project, a 1970s government program to clone Big Boss. He also reveals to Snake the government's true reason for sending him. Snake is unknowingly carrying a weaponized FoxD virus that causes cardiac arrest in Foxhound members on contact, allowing the government to retrieve Rex undamaged. As Liquid, in Rex, battles Snake, Gray Fox appears. He reveals to Snake that he was Deep Throat, destroys Rex's radome, and is crushed to death by Rex. Snake destroys Rex and defeats Liquid. Then escapes with Meryl, via a tunnel, pursued by Liquid in a jeep. After their vehicles crash, Liquid pulls a gun on Snake but dies from Fox Die. Colonel Campbell, briefly ousted from command, calls off a nuclear strike to destroy evidence of the operation, and has Snake registered as killed in action, to stop the US government searching for him. Naomi Hunter, who who injected Snake with the Fox Die virus, tells him that he has an indeterminate amount of time before it kills him. And there you have it. In conclusion, Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1 revolutionized the gaming industry, with its cinematic storytelling, innovative gameplay mechanics, and complex narrative. Released in 1998, it redefined what gamers could expect from a video game, in terms of narrative depth and immersive gameplay. The combination of stealth-based action, memorable characters like Solid Snake, and the intricate plot, exploring themes of nuclear proliferation, genetic manipulation, and the nature of warfare, created an enduring legacy. Its impact can still be felt in modern gaming, inspiring a generation of game developers, and leaving an indelible mark on the gaming landscape. Did you like our video presentation of Metal Gear Solid? If you want more videos like this, just subscribe to our YouTube channel ChanCanIArt, and follow us on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching.